Hey folks, it is 8:30 in the morning on January 17th, 2022. I did not intend to go a week without making videos after that first vlog coming back last week. So basically what happened was, well, the last thing we left off on, and that was me getting my booster shot, my COVID booster shot. That is actually the reason why I didn't post any other videos after that or any updates or anything like that. And that's because that booster shot basically kicked the shit out of me, essentially. At the same time I was uploading that video, I had made my trip over to the doctors to get the booster shot, and I got the shot at around 11:40 a.m. And at first there were no side effects whatsoever. I didn't even feel soreness in my arm where I got it. Yeah, no soreness at all. So I thought that was kind of odd, and it felt like they barely poked me at all. So it's probably just because at this point I'm just used to getting the shots, because I've gotten more shots this year than any other year. But yeah, after that I went grocery shopping, then went home, and then I went to sleep, and then 6 hours later, 6 or 7 hours later or so, I woke up, and then the side effects had started. I don't know when they started, like sometime while I was sleeping basically. And yeah, I woke up, next thing you know, I had a fever, headaches, soreness, muscle pains, all the classic symptoms essentially of the COVID vaccine side effects. So yeah, I was in hot water already at that point. And let me tell you, the headache was actually the worst part of the side effects this time. Last time when I got my J&J shot back in April last year, it was only just the fever and like some aches essentially. That's all it was. It really wasn't that bad. It only lasted like one day. But this time there was that plus a very bad headache. And to be honest, this headache kind of still lasted like up until today actually. I could still somewhat feel it actually like a few hours ago, but now it seems to be completely gone. But the headache was the worst part of this whole experience. The fever lasted for one day, and I knew I was gonna I planned ahead to have the side effects last one day just like the day before. That's why I got this shot on Tuesday, which is the day before, because I work Wednesday nights through Sunday night or through Saturday night. So yeah, I got the shot expecting to have only one day of side effects, and they actually lasted 3 days, essentially the worst part of it. So I ended up actually skipping Wednesday night and Thursday night at work last week. And yeah, it was not a fun time, even though, yes, I got basically 5 days off from work, essentially, in a row. I spent the last 2 mostly in bed and really struggling with the side effects, especially that headache. Again, I keep going back to it, but that headache was the worst part. And it was so bad that I remember sitting, I wouldn't describe it as a migraine per se, but as headaches go, it was really bad. I was sitting in my desk chair, basically, when I wasn't laying in bed, because basically I was switching between laying in bed and sitting on my chair, because I try to sleep because I need to get rest in order to get these side effects out of the way, but I can't do that because the headache is actively preventing me from sleeping because it's so painful and so uncomfortable. So I'm alternating between that and sitting at my desk, because the thing is, the way this headache works, it would hurt whenever I lay down. If I'm standing upright or sitting, then it's not as bad. So that's what I had to do. I had to sit in my chair sometimes to take breaks from it. But even then, I'd be sitting there like this because I'm just struggling so much with it, It was just so bad. It wasn't until the 3rd day or so that I was finally able to go to Quick Trip and grab some ibuprofen and Tylenol. And so I started taking the Tylenol, and that helped a lot with the headache, and I was finally able to rest. Just enough to be able to go to work the next night, essentially. So that's basically what happened, and yeah, so I'm fine now. All the side effects are gone. The headache kind of waned, actually, for the next few days after that, up until today, actually. But it got gradually better, essentially. It was no longer, as bad as it was second night. But yeah, I wouldn't consider this a migraine. It was just a really bad headache as far as headaches go. Of course, at a certain point, it seemed to, turn into a tension headache. And tension headaches, basically, you can tell it's a tension headache if it feels like you're wearing a tight band around your head. So it's kind of like that. It's very restrictive and kind of just a lot of pressure all around your head. And also, not only that, but also pain in my neck too. My neck felt pretty stiff as well. So those things combined just made it really difficult for me to sleep and get my proper rest. And that's why I didn't do a vlog these past 5 days. But otherwise, I'm doing all right now. I don't have any plans for today. I was going to go visit my partner, but yeah, it's I think I should wait until next week, honestly, with finances and stuff going on. Got my paycheck coming up this Thursday. I still got to work on videos. I just ordered that HD microverter for my original Xbox, so I can finally work on Simpsons Hit and Run episodes again after that. See, the thing is, the game is not in HD. Obviously, I can just upload in 480p if I wanted to. But the thing is, the game runs at 60 FPS on the original Xbox. I want to be able to display it at its at its performance rate. In order to do that, I have to record the game in HD, 720p at least. So that's how it's going to be, basically. But yeah, it's also natively widescreen too, so that's the positive to it. So I can run the game widescreen and all that other good stuff. But anyways, I guess my question for today is if you had any side effects from getting the COVID vaccine, tell me what those were, because I'm really curious to know like what other people's experiences with these vaccines were, because mine have been just absolutely terrible, especially the second time, again, the Moderna booster. Of course, the fact that I got the J&J, just the one J&J shot before, that probably made the side effects for me worse for the booster shot, because it was my first time getting any Moderna, so that's probably why it was so bad. But yeah, definitely let me know down in the comments below, and I will talk to you folks later. Bye now.